Come out to the house and walk around the
gun
woods.
you got there?
I'd rather not answer any questions. Am I being detained?
Well, no, but when we get calls about somebody walking around with a gun,
Okay.
I want to know some answers.
Okay.
I've been getting calls all over town. Okay.
Does your town have an ordinance against open carry?
Okay, will you listen to me?
Yes, I'm listening.
You had a trooper standing up here, sees a guy with a gun. He's got a shotgun pulled. We don't know what's going on.
I understand.
That's all we're trying to do is figure out what's going on.
Okay.
You can continue to be an asshole to me, or you can just answer my questions.
Okay. Are you
you're
a
right,
supervisor, Officer Horn?
No, I'm not a
I
supervisor.
don't appreciate you cussing at me. You need to get your mouth in check.
All right. Well,
But you don't have to be so.
right. All we want to do is find out
You
information.
got four
Okay.
guys up
Okay.
here.
You've got 4 guys with guns,
And they've got to do a job.
I understand.
and we got citizens yelling that you're walking around with a gun. What do you want? What do you expect us to do? Just let you go about your way and be.
Okay. You went to
Stop
police
talking to you?
academy, right?
Yes, I
The
did.
Second Amendment of the United States Constitution
Okay.
and the Missouri Constitution
Okay.
says the right of the people to keep and bear arms.
Okay.
In Missouri, you
But
may
when
openly carry a
when we
firearm.
get calls from the public that somebody's walking around with a gun, we've got to investigate it.
Okay, I'm here. I'm
So
peaceful.
now I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
What kind of gun do you have there?
Okay, I don't see. I'm going to plead the Fifth Amendment, sir.
All right. What are you doing walking around?
I'm simply a Second Amendment rights activist.
Okay.
In Missouri, you're allowed to carry a firearm openly.
Sorry, how old are you?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Okay. How old is he, Dad?
I'm trying to think.
Okay, I am going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right now.
That's fine.
If you continue to ask my father questions under duress, we're going to have problems. I'm
Yeah,
going to get in contact with my attorney.
I'm trying to think. He's either. I'm going to tell him, Vince. He's
I'm going to
23 or
advise you not
24. They
to
got
say
jobs
anything.
To do, Vince.
I
Come on,
understand.
they got jobs to do.
I'm going to advise you not to do anything.
Vincent Best. Vincent Best. VESS.
We have a city ordinance that says if you refuse to cooperate with us, then we can arrest you.
I'm going to cooperate with you fully, but
No,
the
you're
Fifth
not. You're not
Amendment.
asking me. You're not answering my question.
The Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution says I have the right to remain silent.
They
You
got jobs
have
to
to,
do.
you have to comply with us when we're asking you questions.
We're not asking you guilt-seeking
We're not
questions.
I don't know that.
If we were asking you guilt,
Is your name a guilt-seeking question? Is your age a guilt-seeking
You
question?
didn't ask me my name or my age.
he asked you how old.
Just ask you how old you
He
were.
asked me how old I was, excuse me. But I am still, I'm going to sit here and claim my Fifth Amendment right.
Okay, that's fine. You can invoke your fifth. I'm not asking you any incriminating questions.
Okay,
I'm trying to find out pedigree information.
okay.
Okay.
And in the state of Missouri, there is no stop and identify law. There is not one.
We have a city ordinance that says you have to cooperate with us and answer our questions.
I don't know what state of Missouri I work for. See that?
Yes, you work for the state.
Yeah,
I understand.
And you do have to answer to know who you are.
Dad, where do you guys
Okay,
live?
I'll let you know who I am. If you're going to sit here and tell me,
Where's
I'm
mom
gonna tell
live?
you, you do have to
okay,
know who you are.
that's false, and I would expect more out of a state trooper to know more of the state statutes. But I'm willing to tell you who I am and what my age is, my pedigree information.
Well,
at this point.
you weren't 5 minutes ago. That's why I had to ask your dad.
Okay.
That's why I had to ask your dad how old you were. We had to ask your dad what your name is, because you think for some reason that the Fifth Amendment right applies to you answering my pedigree
It
information.
does.
No, it doesn't.
I would say you're incorrect, but I am willing, since you want to press the issue, to cooperate with you.
Still, I'm going to ask you another question.
Okay, go right ahead.
That's not guilt seeking.
Go right
Therefore, the Fifth Amendment right does not.
Go right ahead and ask a question.
So, reason I'm asking, what type of gun do you
Okay,
have?
it is a Springfield Armory 40 caliber XDM, 3.8 inch barrel. I have one in the chamber. I have 11 rounds in my magazine.
Florida. Yeah, it's. He's right.
I can't hear him. I'm talking about the radio.
Yeah.
Copy what he's saying on the
Yeah.
radio. I can't hear what he's saying.
232.
Yeah, man, I'm really disappointed in you guys.
You know, nothing may not know what
It's
the
very,
Amendment is.
no, I'm very disappointed in you guys. This is the United States of America. We are not in Germany. I'm not carrying a pistol in my hand. I'm not carrying a rifle or a shotgun in my hand. I have a properly holstered weapon, a level 3 duty holster. There's 3 levels of retention on my weapon. There's,
Right. You have the right to carry it open, but when people start calling us
They have
and
to
saying
check it out.
there's somebody walking around with a gun on their side, we
Okay.
have to investigate it.
How about
as
you
long
tr-
as you're not causing any
I'm
problems
not.
or anything like that, you're free to go on your way.
Okay.
But until we find out that you're not causing any problems, we have to investigate it.
okay.
We have to check into it. Make sure you're not wanted or anything like that.
Okay, so since I am not free to go, I'm going to assume that I'm being detained, because that's what the Supreme Court is ruling. So in order to detain me, you guys need reasonable suspicion.
man.
What do you reasonably suspect me of doing wrong today? Officer Gibson,
We
what
have
are you
reasonable
reasonable?
suspicion that a subject is walking around the town with a gun on their side in a holster.
Which is not illegal.
You're right, it's not.
You must have reason to suspect a crime.
However, the state of Missouri gives us power to investigate and make sure you're not out committing any crimes, which is what we are trying to do right now, is trying to figure out where you're coming from and where you've been.
Okay.
Could have robbed a bank for like
Right. For all we know, you could have strong-arm robbery somebody up there at Walmart at this moment, and we're sitting here talking to you, and they're either unconscious or unable to tell anybody that they've been robbed.
Common sense dictates that a felon who has just committed a felony is not going to walk down the street with a holstered weapon.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you feel the need to videotape us?
Because I feel my rights are being violated right now. Officer Horn.
Horn, yes. Officer Horn. Badge 232. I have nothing to hide because I am not violating your rights.
Okay.
I am doing my job and trying to figure out why a subject is walking around with a gun open.
Okay, so say you get a call with somebody who has a red shirt on, and somebody says, I think this guy is suspicious because he's wearing a red shirt. Are you going to say, I have to determine? No, I'm gun aside. Because
you're
both.
carrying a gun, so it's not a side.
Yes, it is a side.
It's not a
I'm
side.
making it not an allegory, but I'm trying to illustrate an idea to you.
Where are you going?
I'm going right up here to the BP.
What?
Okay. You realize they will not allow you to take that gun inside.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
You cannot.
Would you tell me the statute that says I
You cannot
can't?
walk into the DP with a gun.
I do it daily.
You may need to do it.
They must have signs posted, and in the state of Missouri, even a sign posted does not constitute lawful prohibition from entering a premises. They have to say, you cannot be here, and you must process a trespass order in order for me not to go on private property.
Yeah, what can you do for us?
I can give a ride back to your car wherever that's at, Vince.
I would prefer to continue on foot.
No, I want to talk to you.
Where's your car at?
It's at the BP right up here.
So what do you? So okay, let's go back to my first question.
Okay.
Why are we out? Your car's parked at BP. Why are we out taking a stroll, taking a walk? Are you trying to get the public to contact us
No.
because you've got a gun on your side? Is that what you're trying to do?
No.
Are you trying to incite the public
No.
into being nervous because you're walking around?
No.
'Cause that's what it appears like. You have
Okay.
no other reason why you're walking around when you've got a car parked up there, and that's a more than a welcome mode of transportation.
I was actually going to go and get something to eat. Down that way, I was going to go to the Chinese place, which also, unlike y'all, is very accommodating to the Second Amendment.
Okay. I want you to drive there. Why you feel the need to walk around town? This is my thing, okay? You're trying to get us to respond to you.
I'm not.
And while we